What's going on, guys? It's Dill here from the Yakuza, bringing you a My Hero Academia related video today. I would like to discuss who is stronger between Best Jeanist and Hawks. Hawks is rated higher on the hero billboard chart than Best Jeanist, but we all know that doesn't mean everything. There's a lot of factors that go into the hero billboard charts besides strength, the amount of cases you've solved, the civilians you've saved, popularity. So even though it is a good indicator of strength, it is not the end-all be-all. For a while, Horikoshi teased us and we thought Hawks did get the best of Best Jeanist, but now we know that's not true. We know the body was fake, and even if he would have defeated Best Jeanist, he snuck up on Best Jeanist. Best Jeanist was recovering from his injury against All For One, so that really wasn't a straight-up fight. I think the best way to decide this is to look at all their fights, their feats, and just kind of compile them, compare their quirks. This isn't if they would fight one-on-one, it's just who is stronger overall, because obviously we have matchups like when Hawks fought Dobby. It was a matchup nightmare. Just some opening thoughts though. When I think of Hawks, I think that he's a really good one-on-one fighter, but he reminds me of Law from One Piece in the sense that he really thrives in that supporting role, like when he fought the high end with Endeavor. When I think of Best Jeanist, I think of someone who can take care of himself in any situation, in 1v1s, and really thrives against strong villains. So let's start with Best Jeanist. Best Jeanist's quirk is Fiber Master. With Fiber Master, he can manipulate threads in nearby fabrics. He wears a suit of denim, the best kind of fabric for him to manipulate, and he also is shown to use in the recent manga chapters industrial grade carbon fiber, which amps his quirk tremendously. To start with Best Jeanist's feats, we see him in Vigilantes effortlessly restrain a bomber, which isn't a crazy feat, but it is pretty impressive. The bombers were giving people a lot of trouble, and Best Jeanist took care of them with no trouble at all. During the operation to save Bakugo from the League of Villains, we see Best Jeanist outside restraining several Nomu. And although they aren't high-end or anything, or like the Nomu at USJ, they are still Nomu, and he effortlessly restrained a handful of them. Finally, we have Best Jeanist's most impressive feat of all, and that is restraining Gigantomachia and part of the League of Villains with his industrial grade carbon fiber. Gigantomachia is one of the strongest characters we've seen in the series, even stronger than the high-end Nomu. I don't think anybody would disagree with that. And for Jeanist to be able to handle him like he did, even though he was nerfed with a sedative, it is still a very impressive feat. Gigantomachia is one of the heaviest hitters in the series, and possibly All For One's greatest weapon. Moving on to Hawks. Hawks' quirk is Fierce Wings. With Hawks' Fierce Wings, he has a pair of wings that let him go at supersonic speed. He can control each of the feathers individually. He can also coat them with a hardening, use them as daggers, projectiles. He's seen being able to carry very large pieces of debris and civilians with these feathers. He can also use the feathers to feel sound vibrations to get a sense of what's going on even if he's not there through some form of echolocation. As far as Hawks' feats go, he is a newer character in the series, so we haven't seen that much of him. Just like Best Jeanist, there aren't a lot of showings for Hawks, but he was in a very big fight against the high-end Nomu Hood with Endeavor playing a supportive role, and he saved 76 civilians, matching Hood's speed, reacting to it effortlessly, and overall just a very good showing for Hawks. In the current arc, we do see him get the jump on Twice. It seems more like a surprise attack because Twice thought that Hawks was on his side, and then Hawks just immediately changes on him. But regardless, Twice is a very strong hero. He was creating doubles. Hawks was effortlessly putting down every double that Twice made. Dobby actually sidelines Hawks. Hawks is not good against fire quirks. His feathers, when they're burned up, take a long time to regenerate, but he still managed to kill Twice in a 2v1 situation before being overpowered by Dobby and eventually saved by Tokiyama. With such a small amount of feats from both characters, it is hard to determine who is stronger of the two, but if I personally would have to make the choice, I would say Best Jeanist. I would rather have Best Jeanist in a one-on-one situation. Hawks might solve more cases overall. He might be able to get to places faster, situations faster. He might be able to save more people individually. But even looking at the high-end situation, if Best Jeanist was with Endeavor during the high-end situation, I think it would have went a lot more favorable in the hero side. I think that Best Jeanist is a hero that can fight strong villains one-on-one. I'm not saying that Best Jeanist could beat Hood, the high-end Nomu, in a one-on-one, but if he had the industrial grade carbon fiber, I would tell Hood to pack a lunch. So I have to give the edge to Best Jeanist here. Who do you guys think is stronger between Best Jeanist and Hawks? Leave the comment down below if you liked the video, hit like, and subscribe if you would like to join the Yakuza. Thanks, guys.